Hello collective, welcome back to my channel. This is This and That Tarot, back with another general reading. This reading is going to be for Cancer. You could be cross-watching for Cancer. This can be low vibrational, high vibrational Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. I have Cancer placements, so we're going to dive right into it. For some of you, you could be getting a victory when it comes to some CEO or business owner. Some stable rich guy. There's a victory here. Could possibly be a Leo. They could be a Leo, or you could be this Leo. This could be somebody being looked at like they ain't shit, or you finding out somebody ain't shit. But yeah, this reading is gonna be for Cancer, right? The entire reading may not resonate with you. There are other Cancer readings. It could be past, present, or future energy. This could be clarity or validation for a lot of you. Take whatever part of the reading resonates. What doesn't, let it fly. Okay? Messages for Cancer. First card out, you got the Nine of Wands. Alright. This could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a fire sign. Don't have to be. Could have been dealing with somebody that refused to possibly compromise or work with you, or somebody very stubborn. Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. What is my Cancer's need to know? Messages for Cancer. Seven of Cups in reverse wanted to come out. What's the messages for Cancer? You got the Two of Swords in reverse. What's the hidden factors for Cancer? Hidden factors. Drama starter. So for some of you, you possibly could be dealing with somebody, or in the past was dealing with someone very stubborn, somebody that, you know, somebody you can't really confide in or trust. This is somebody that has that lack of trust, but they also somebody that's very I don't know if this is somebody that likes to have people this way, like in a state of paranoia, or having, you know, something going on with them that causes them to like be in this energy. Or they did. Okay? I don't know if this is you. Maybe, you know, something in the past, you know, you were very stubborn about, or just felt very much like giving up on it, whatever it is. But with the Two of Swords in reverse, is giving somebody making a choice, regardless of whether, you know, it's a right or wrong. You know, like getting a whole lot of information and not knowing what to do with it, but a decision has to be made. But with Drama Starter is giving, this is something going on behind the scenes. These are like things, or some dealing with somebody that dealing with somebody that you know, that likes to keep shit going. They always in some type of chaotic, you know, energy. You know, they like to stir the pot. Like if something is already fucked up, this is like somebody that would like to contribute. They like to add to it. They want to keep They want to keep something going. This is, I ain't gonna even just say they a drama starter. This could be an instigator as well, like somebody that likes to keep tacking on things even if they the one doing it. They are a drama starter. Like somebody could be a very much an instigator. Okay, this could be at work for some of you. This could be, something going on within like a circle of people, like a friendship dynamic or something. What's the situation behind this 9 of Wands in reverse? Messages for Cancer. What's the situation behind this 9 of Wands in reverse? Messages for Cancer. Clarify that 9 of Wands in reverse. What's that 9 of Wands in reverse about? What is that 9 of Wands in reverse about? What's going on with that 9 of Wands in reverse? What does that have to deal with? What does that have something to do with? Messages for Cancer. Clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. You got tragedy, you got childhood, and you got inner circle, family, which is in reverse. For some of you, take this how it resonate now, because this is not for everybody. For some of you, this could be this tragedy. Seems like it's involving like a connection with somebody that possibly, I don't know if somebody knew them from their childhood, or this is somebody that might be younger than another person. That person could have children. They may have a broken family. They may, have went through some type of divorce or some type of separation in this family or something like that. But it's given like somebody in a connection that is like, don't get the best. It's given like somebody like in a connection with somebody that is not a good fit. I don't know if somebody like outside this dynamic, is saying something about it, or something involving one of the people involved that is looking at something like it's a no-go or something like that, like somebody's not feeling it. So it's almost like something unquieted, like somebody likes another person. It's given like, if this is a family situation, it's given like somebody, in the past, like had some issues like in a family dynamic or something like that, and it was like somebody feeling as though like they don't have like inner resources, like somebody doesn't have like the help, or they don't have like that defense for themselves like somebody else used to have, or somebody else has had. Like if somebody calls some type of dilemma or drama for somebody else, it's like in the past somebody else did that, but this is somebody that would not have the tools they need or the mindset to get through something like that themselves. like lack that defensiveness. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that lacks trust in a situation, like somebody feeling like giving up, like so if it's like a family situation or something, you know, dealing with a person, you know, having to make some decisions, and it may not, you know, have been the best, but it was like something, you know, keeping somebody like from looking at something, you know, from a realistic standpoint and having the confidence in doing something. Yeah. Like somebody doesn't have that inner knowing, okay? And that alone is like keeping somebody like from being able to like rise in the ranks, or kept them from rising in the ranks or something like that. This could be people that you cut out of your life, Cancer. Like something could have been involving, like, you know, a blood tie, like, you know, family issues or something like that. Could have involved, like, you know, some, you know, younger siblings, or like something that, you know, somebody is dealing with, like when it comes to like a younger person, okay? Especially even if it's like love, it could be, you know, the fact that there's, you know, somebody likes another person, but it's like thirst trapping. It's, you know, because at the bottom of the deck you got history, past, something in the past happened. Something may have just been like a timing factor involved, like something may have gotten off to like a false start, possibly with a drama queen or something like that. Somebody thirst trapping, causing chaos. This person could have went through some type of court case. Like I said, they could have went through some type of divorce, or had, you know, some marital issues or something like that. Clarify this 9 of Wands in reverse. Messages for Cancer. What's the 9 of Wands in reverse? Clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse. Messages for Cancer. Told you, the 7 of Cups wanted to come out before. 7 of Cups in reverse. So, like I said, like somebody's, you know, looking at something being the reality of a situation, like whatever somebody was dealing with in the past, like they may have thought they had options, or they thought they had, you know, something bagged or lined up or something like that, but it's given like someone being in like some connections with people that were not very healthy at all, especially if this is like somebody wanting to date younger, thinking that, you know, maybe if they date younger they'll dodge some type of level of a person or something like that. But it's really out of somebody dealing with a lot of anxiety. This is somebody that could have like anxiety issues, that could be bipolar. But this is somebody that also lacks that foresight of being able to see exactly what it is that they need to see to make the best choices. Because I feel like somebody lacked that kind of foresight to like know what their purpose was, or to get some kind of clarity, and somebody's getting clarity, or they got some type of clarity, possibly about a Scorpio. Yeah. Clarify the 7 of Cups in reverse. inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. See what I'm saying? Somebody, in the past, like, was like realizing like what somebody actual agenda was. And I feel like these were people, or somebody in particular was like looking at, or this is you, like looking at something, for what it is, like realizing somebody is really just I don't know, somebody really just around another person to see what they got going on, or like how something really is, or something like that. It's like somebody like trying to, like somebody wearing a mask. Bottom of the deck, you got cock blocking. Okay? Like somebody just want to see like what's going on with another person, what's going on with who, things like that. And then this is somebody that, stands in the gap too. This is somebody that will, they have had their issues, but because in the past you may have had something happen between you and this person that left a bad taste in this person's mouth, but it's given like someone, feeling like that, I don't know, somebody thought they had some type of pull, or they thought that what they were like coming with, or how they move or something like that, or the people they associate with would like help, aid or push something along, some type of agenda along. And I feel like you got some kind of clarity, or something like a cold harsh reality came for you when it came to getting some clarity about, somebody really just trying to see what you got going on. Like this is somebody that likes to be nosy, but even from a distance, but using other people to do it too. Okay? Yeah, this is somebody that if they can't get up close and next to you or something like that, this is somebody that will go out of their way to use other people to like pry and see what you got going on, or get a reaction out of you, or get some type of information. You know what I'm saying? Because this is somebody very untrustworthy. This is somebody younger than you. Okay? Clarify that Two of Swords in reverse. Messages for Cancer. What's the Two of Swords in reverse? These three fell on the floor, Cancer. With the Two of Swords in reverse. You got the Ace of Cups, travel, and obsessive lover. Okay? So this person could be, getting ready to head out or travel somewhere. You could be getting ready to travel. But it's given like someone possibly like having some type of disappointment in love, especially emotionally, when it comes to somebody, thinking they got some type of opportunity, or running out of ideas to like especially if it comes down to somebody like trying to make a last impression, or like trying to throw a Hail Mary or something with you. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, it's got something to do with a lover situation. This is somebody that, and even if it's a work situation, is giving somebody involved that has like a bone to pick, but it's like because of some type of rejection, or they're not getting some type of acknowledgement, they're not getting some type of what is it? What is the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? I would say validation, but it's given like somebody wanted some type of, like when they want to be seen, they want to be recognized, they want some type of like somebody want some type of acknowledgement, like they want to be recognized, you know, recognition. Okay, somebody wants some type of recognition with you, like they want to be involved with you, but you, this is somebody that you don't, and it could be an age difference, don't have to be, but and if it ain't, it's an age difference, and somebody's very immature on top of that, or they just very immature, very, you know, chaotic. But the obsessive lover is somebody very clingy, very controlling. Okay, they could possibly be an air sign, but at this point it's like you may have to make a choice, you know, when it comes to like what direction to go in or who to talk to about something or somebody, because it's given like somebody is very domineering in some way, like somebody wants to control, you know, how, I don't know if this is somebody that's very controlling, and this is a feminine energy, somebody's very controlling, like they like to do things that they feel like is going to get them the results they looking for. Okay, even if it ain't good. Okay, they willing to do it. They're willing to do it if it's gonna get them some type of recognition, good or bad, or get some type of reaction or response, or, you know, yeah. Clarify that Ace of Cups in reverse. Messages for Cancer. Eight of Pentacles. Like you could be somebody very skilled, very advanced. You know, could be a very hard worker as well. You could be somebody that's very skilled at what you do, especially if this is like a workplace situation, or it's the fact that you are very advanced in personal growth, you know, when it comes to the things that you invest in, the work that you put into. You could be staying busy with work. You could like what you do, but there's, you know, it's a fact of being that somebody enjoys what they do, or you put a lot of work into yourself, or you focus a lot on your work. Yeah, you focus a lot on your work. And I feel like this is somebody that doesn't like that. Somebody does not like when, if this is a work related situation, there's somebody that feels some type of way that you focus more on your work than them. Okay? They could be in the process of like traveling. Clarify travel. You got the Six of Cups, came out in reverse. You could be in the middle of planning something, you know, travel wise, maybe coming up. It may be something that you know, possibly, or this is somebody that is because with this travel and this Six of Cups in reverse, it's giving somebody that feels like know. I feel like it's got something to do with things that's coming into focus or view for you when it comes to like things that you may be, rising in the ranks to do, and it may require you travel. It may have something to do with that, but I feel like it's, this is somebody very self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? They have everything they need. Very mature. But it's also, somebody exploring and enjoying like their independence. Okay. It could be somebody that don't like play very often. When it comes to like social events or something like that, you may not, participate in much of that. So you may be planning some travel. Clarify this Six of Cups in reverse. You could be just sticking to like people more aligned with you, when it comes to your soul tribe, when it comes to planning things with people or traveling, going places, relocating to places like where, you're new. Like changing the scenery or something like that, like changing scenery. It's like somebody changing up like the environment. Like where they hang out, the people they hang out with, the things they get into. Clarify that Six of Cups. This is just for Cancer. Clarify that Six of Cups in reverse. Got the Emperor. So this could, involve some type of like promotion, even with the Emperor out here with the Six of Cups in reverse. Like this could be, could play like some father role or father figure to someone. But it's given like you being put in some type of role, maybe some type of authoritarian role. What's the Six of Cups in reverse with the Emperor? Messages for Cancer. Okay. Okay. So whoever this is, for some of you, it could involve, if this is a work related situation or like a lover slash work situation, unrequited lover situation. Let me say that. Okay. Because it's giving somebody outside of like a family dynamic, or somebody has some type of separation or issues with their family. Right? And this may be past things that somebody is not, talking about, or this may not be regarding someone in your family. This may be somebody outside of your family, right? Or somebody you look at as family. But what screenshot out here, caught in 4K, saving receipts, facts over feelings, because it's giving someone with the Emperor and the Six of Cups in reverse, it's giving like possibly somebody having to talk to an authority, somebody of authority, somebody that holds some type of high, seat, a high position somewhere. And it may involve, things that, or somebody looking at something like somebody stuck in the past, like doesn't know how to open up, like looking at how, something was, how some people like, that was, then, this is now, like, it's like somebody being held to a high standard, or somebody holding somebody else to a high standard. and it's saying, you know, this person is looking back on like how something was, like somebody doesn't like how something came off in the past, and it's like they intentionally, like if it's somebody dealing with work, okay, stay with me now, whatever happened in the past, somebody is like still feeding that, holding a grudge, you know, in that area of whatever happened. Like somebody still feeding the bullshit, still feeding, you know, that situation bullshit. Like somebody still feeding off of that, pulling off of that, okay? And somebody else is too mature for the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, to be entertaining things that done already show, you know, itself to be something that's not going to work out. It's already been, you know, looked at as a hidden agenda. It's already been looked at as chaotic, and it's like somebody having to bring that to somebody attention of authority. And when doing that, somebody has screenshots, receipts of what was going on. Like somebody's a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay, being looked at like a groupie. Like somebody, you know, could have had like some outside people or brought in other people, you know, to entertain some type of hidden agenda or some type of chaos, you know, okay? But somebody is coming in like with some type of receipts on like what somebody had going on, like receipts on like somebody done screenshotted, you know, paperwork, they done screenshotted text messages, you know, group chats, you know, things that were said, or yeah, it's given like whatever somebody, you know, note taking things is like, as far as them keeping a tally of like what's going on. Like somebody got dates, times, you know, what was said, you know, quotations, I'm seeing that. So somebody is like keeping track of like what was said whenever they had a conversation with a person, dates, times, you know, location, whatever that setting had something to do with, things like that is being brought to this emperor's attention. They could be a fire sign, don't have to be. And somebody is showing an emperor how somebody is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like somebody comes off as one thing, but behind the scenes, this is what somebody does. This is how they move. And somebody is like a groupie. They follow the crowd. They get in on like whatever's going on, and it's like somebody don't like that another person is balanced. Two of Pentacles. They may not like that you are balanced. Clarify this obsessive lover. What's going on with this obsessive lover? Messages for Cancer. Because whoever they is, they're a drama starter. But I said clout hungry, viral or nothing, lives for attention. I'm telling you now, makes shit up for drama. They do this, and I feel like this is like, if this is not somebody like a lover situation, it's got a person involved that likes another person, Cancer. Okay, they could like you, but I feel like they involve themselves with other people that they socialize with, or you know, keep company with, and they involve these people in their shenanigans, and these people, you know, have trumped up or call themselves tacking on to that with this drama starter. But this is somebody that's a energy vampire. They like to, you know, they clout hungry. You know what I'm saying? They'll do anything for some attention, do anything, you know, for some views. They'll do anything for recognition. Okay, even if it ain't good. But this is somebody that will also make shit up. Okay, that's why they being looked at as a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, this is, you know, why somebody likes to keep shit going, clinging and controlling, can't let you go. Okay, this is somebody that can't let you go. Even if you ain't been in a relationship with this person, they got a like for you. But there's also somebody that they involve themselves with, socialize with, kiki with, cat with, you know what I'm saying, cackling and shit that is a drama starter as well. Like they somebody that stirred a pot. They involved. They two peas in a pod. They okay. Yeah, because at the top of my situations deck, you got realization and gossip. Some type of petty, jealous, envious shit is coming to light. Like somebody is being, some realization is coming to somebody now. Possibly an emperor, whoever this authority figure is that somebody's talking to. Clarify drama starter. Clarify drama starter. Give me something on this drama starter. This is just for Cancer. Give me something on this drama starter. Yeah. Somebody could be threatening too. I don't know if this person doesn't like the fact that you're very defensive, like very strong-willed. Okay. But with the Chariot in reverse, it's giving somebody that is very much like lost in what direction to go in. Especially when it comes to like self-discipline. Like somebody does, it's like telling a child, repeatedly, something that they know is going to get them grounded, but they keep doing it in hopes that you will eventually like stop requiring them to, do something and, just let it go. Okay. Especially if they give you some type of, pushback, about it, to where they, try to get up in your face or, try to, threaten you in some way, with trying to, test your power next to theirs. Like, them calling you bluff and trying to put something, extra on it to make you take them more seriously than they taking you. It's like this, like a power play. Okay. And it's given like somebody trying to abuse their power or they, position. So if it's a work related situation, that's what it's giving. It's giving somebody don't like your will. Your will is too strong. You're very strong willed, but they look at you as somebody that is very persistent. You'll stand up for what you believe in. And I feel like that's why somebody doesn't like that. And somebody's gonna try to get defensive or try to, throw their weight around. I feel like because somebody feels as though or thinks that you are powerless in a situation or wants you to feel that way. Like somebody tries to keep up some type of way of being. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to keep something going, going to make you feel as though like there's nothing, you can do about something. And it's really just the fact that somebody's ego is hurt. Or somebody's saying that about you. Okay? Especially with the Page of Swords in reverse. Like somebody's making shit up, talking, shit and saying whatever they feel like, is they can pull out their ass to say. Because their ego is hurt. Like somebody about to go through an ego death. Clarify this Chariot in reverse. Messages for Cancer. Clarify the Chariot in reverse. What's going on with that Chariot in reverse? Messages for Cancer. Clarify the Chariot in reverse. But Cancer is your energy though. Okay? Somebody wants you to feel powerless in a situation. Somebody could be, you could be feeling like somebody ain't shit. You got legal issues at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Or somebody gonna be feeling this way like you ain't shit, especially if they end up having to deal with some type of paperwork, because it's at the bottom of the deck. Like somebody may feel like yeah. Or you could have been in your head about some type of paperwork that may, be coming up about something. Give me some more on this Chariot in reverse. Messages for Cancer. Clarify the Chariot in reverse. What's that Chariot in reverse about? Yeah, Five of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody feel like they're gonna be, like there's some intimidation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is very intimidated by you. They could be an Aquarius. But somebody's very intimidated by you, and they feel like there's some type of competition between you and them, even if it ain't. Yeah, this person could have love on the brain. But somebody got some kind of dirty offer. They could, have some type of bad reputation, or they can have like a bad, run with like relationships, family issues, family, like you could know this person to be somebody that's very like a cheater, okay, or somebody that's unfaithful, disloyal, very untruthful, okay, untrustworthy. And like you may know this person to be that way. You may know people that they've been involved with. They may know they may not know of people they've been involved with or had some type of run-in with, or I'm hearing how they get down, but that's just added reason why somebody's obsessed with you, especially if they can't have you like they've had other people. What actions do the Cancer need to take in this situation? You got the King of Wands. You be coming off as somebody very protective of yourself. What actions need to be taken? What actions do the Cancer need to take? You got the Fool. Could go on a fresh new start in something, like starting over somewhere else. Give me some more on the actions Cancer needs to take in the situation. What actions do they need to take? Actions is being taken in the situation that need to be taken. Messages for Cancer. Okay. Like somebody could feel like letting go now. Like something is too much responsibility or something like that. Like you could want to change a position or something like that, or looking at, getting a fresh new start somewhere else in another department, somewhere else, doing something, or somebody having to let go of something. Like you could be feeling that way, like, yeah, especially where you were or who you were dealing with, made you feel, or was putting a lot on you that really was not for you, or something was not meant for you, especially if somebody like intentionally, wanted to, put more on the schedule for you to do, or, list more things, they want you to be responsible for. Somebody, letting that go. Like almost feeling like, um like procrastination too as well, because you got the 10 of Wands came out in reverse. But this is like letting go something that no longer serves you, or is not, benefiting you, or something that's like got too much responsibility tacked on to it that really ain't for you. It's really not something that only you are supposed to be responsible for. It's like somebody putting more on a person than they actually deserve or is required. Okay, clarify that 10 of Wands in reverse. Messages for Cancer. And it may be purposeful, somebody doing that, like making something your responsibility when it's really a shared thing, or somebody like wanting it to be you. And you could have been procrastinating about, walking away from some of these things, letting these things go, or like not taking action in something. Yeah, you could have, dragged ass about doing this though. Taking some action. Clarify that 10 of Wands in reverse. Clarify that 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Got the Hierophant. So you could be talking to someone now, sharing, especially if it got something to do with like your beliefs, sharing, information with other people, especially when it comes to like getting spiritual guidance, with someone, like talking to someone like on a spiritual level about how to deal with something. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. Yeah, you got the 6 of Pentacles. And if this, let's just say, for some of you it's a lover situation, for others you it's work. If this is a lover situation, it's given like someone leaving like a home or a family dynamic, or someone that they may have been given to that was not very, appreciative. Okay, it's like somebody having more on them than they actually deserve, right? Somebody could be looking at something, from a spiritual, religious kind of standpoint, especially if they feel like, they doing something, the way the Most High God wants them to do it. Okay, and it's like somebody saying, as a husband, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that, right? but it's given like someone feeling as though like somebody's dealing with some type of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Like there's somebody feeling as though like something is not, especially in a community of people or something like that. Like there's an imbalance there. Like something is not stable. There's a lot of things going on that is being controlled or involves a Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody very vengeful, very spiteful. And it's like that person is keeping the whole dynamic, the whole community, the whole group off balance. You know, it's almost like making people attack each other. You know, it's like crabs in a bucket. Okay? But it's like somebody wants another change of like somebody wants a change of, if it's a work situation, like somebody want to change departments. They want to, you know, see what another department or another position, you know, opens up, what that holds for them. Because it's like somebody wants something that's going to give them a balance of equal give and take. Six of Pentacles. Like somebody wants some work environment to be very, you know, giving and receiving, you know, balance shit out. You know, right now it's very off balance with this Ten of Wands in reverse. It's like somebody tacking on more work for somebody else when it's enough people for that work to be spread out. It's enough work to go around. Why is only one person, you know, getting the brunt of everything all the time? Like the hardest stuff. It's something like that. What's the outcome? What's the outcome in this situation for Cancer? Overall outcome. What is it they need to expect? What's the estimate of what they need to expect in this situation? What can you tell me about the outcome for Cancer? What's the outcome for Cancer in this situation? Holy Spirit, what's the outcome? What's the outcome for Cancer in this situation? What's the overall outcome? You got shine. Be unapologetically you, regardless. You come out shining in this situation, radiating with truth. Okay? If it ain't true, it ain't shit. If we ain't telling the truth, what we doing? Okay? Somebody else going to be left out in the cold, or possibly looking at, you know, some other way of doing things, or, you know, being left behind, or looking at, you know, some type of struggle, or some type of, like somebody gonna have to really fall back. And I feel like they gonna be wanting to come in, you know, like a Knight of Swords, you know, running off at the mouth and shit. Because they asked, hey, you know, and you know when they do that, they had to deal with some type of legal issues. Okay? Anything more on this outcome for Cancer? Could be dealing with a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Any more on this outcome for Cancer? Yeah. You got the King of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Alright? So be unapologetically you. Okay? Your light triggers people's darkness. Okay? So accept that. Being a light worker, you still gonna attract dark and light, you know, entities, being. So whoever this authority figure is, this is somebody that is looking at honesty, in truth. They look at the upright, or this is you. But there's some type of, somebody having to take this Aquarius, whoever it is, they low vibrational Aquarius at that, because this is in reverse. Somebody having to take some responsibility. You know what I'm saying? There's some truth being revealed. Okay? Somebody gonna have to, get out when they're wrong. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here. Cancer, hopefully that's the read. Hopefully it resonates and or is helpful in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe on your way out. Until next time, this and that tarot, baby. I would love to have you. Make sure y'all subscribe. Come back and see your girl. Alright? I love you. Bye.